Hello everyone, welcome to Grade Up. Welcome to Grade Up's exclusive channel for MBA preparation on YouTube. Now, yesterday we had done the first part of sentence correction and error detection for Maharashtra CET. Today we'll look at the other concepts of grammar. These are just short lessons for you to know what are the areas of grammar that you should be acquainted with. We of course do a detailed discussion of all these topics in our classes. But this is just for you to get an idea, and I will be covering a little bit on tenses, a little bit on word usage and other things today. Before we start the session, let's quickly look at Sudeshna. Hello. Let's quickly look at what Grade Up has in store for you for the next couple of days. The All India Live Mega Mock Challenge is on from 1st to 3rd of May. It started yesterday and is ending tomorrow. Make sure you register for it and take the test. Anybody who is aspiring to sit for an MBA exam, take this test. It will help you with your preparation. Hello Himanshi. Alright, also download the latest version of the Grade Up app. It is the most effective app for exam preparation, and you can see all major national level MBA exam preparations on Grade Up. We give you live courses, we have the best faculty, the best practice material, and right now we're building the best online test series. We have a score 99 plus for CAT 2021. Those of you who still haven't enrolled in a course, do it. Hello Tarun. And that course will take you through CAT and other MBA exam preparation. It also has the online test series free with it and GDPI VAT preparation after CAT is done. So two of the things that come earlier, these are separate paid courses, but for 99 plus students these are coming in one package. All right. I'm not, your names are Shwetank and Anjali. Hello. The font is very small. I'm having a problem reading the names properly. All right, now we are at present doing one batch of Maharashtra CET 3-month rank booster course. If you haven't enrolled yet, enrollments are on for the next batch. A detailed preparation, whatever we are doing on, you've seen us doing on YouTube and app, we do a detailed discussion in the course. Lots of practice material which will ensure that there is at least a 10 to 50 point increase in your rank. Those of you who thinking long term, we have a complete course for CAT 2022 also. Now, as usual, my request to you, if you like the session, press the like button and share the video with your friends. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, do so immediately. All right, let's look at the first sentence. Identify. So this is basically error detection, okay, where a sentence is divided into 4 parts and or 3 parts, and the fourth part or fifth part would be where if there is no error, you mark no error. All right, so they often will go for walks in the morning. Which part of the sentence has an error? If it has, otherwise mark E, which means no error. They often will go for walks in the morning. Let's say you're talking about friends of yours or your parents, and what do they do? And you're giving what do they do in the morning or in the evening? And you'll say they often will go for walks in the morning. All right, Tarun thinks it's B. What about the others? Where is the mistake? Walk or go for a walk is correct. Go for walks is correct. So the error is, as Tarun rightly pointed out, they often go for walks. There is no will here. Will is only used when you talk of future actions, okay, or when you promise something. That also is future intent only. So when you talk of, especially when you use these words, often, sometimes, then you're talking of a habit, something that somebody does on a regular basis. I usually wake up early, but today I woke up late. I often walk in the evenings because in the morning I don't get time. Do not use a will. How do you celebrate your birthday? I usually don't celebrate it. Okay, I sometimes do this. So in that you express the sentence in simple present tense. Clear? They usually walk in the morning or go for a walk is also correct. They usually walk in the morning is correct, but going for a walk is with an intention of exercise. So we normally say go for a brisk walk, right? That walking, he is walking. That means chal rahe hain, as he does in the evening every time. He has gone for a walk is equally correct. Understood? All right, Soumya. Next one. It's a kind of bird and you're talking about them. So what are you saying? They don't build nests. They would use the nests of other birds. Which part of the sentence has an error? Quickly, guys, key in your answers. Cuckoos don't build nests. They would use the nests of other birds. Which part of the sentence has an error? A, B, C or D, or no error means E? How would you correct it, Tarun? Now, whenever you are stating a fact, is this a fact, right? Whenever you are stating anything which is a fact, it may be a wrong statement also. Crows don't build nests, and you say, yeah, they build nests. But if you mention anything as a fact, you use simple present tense. So, cuckoos don't build nests. They use the nests of other birds. There is no need for this would. When do you use would? When you talk of a past habit which is there. He would always ask questions in class. एक बंदा था हर वक्त question पूछ रहा था class में. If that's what you, then you use would. But when you talk of something that is a fact, generally, then you don't use will or would. They do this, they do that, I use this, I use that. So simple present tense, no will or would, especially when you're stating facts or habits. All right? Understood? Okay, good. Next one. So you're getting an idea. Today we're covering the tenses through, tenses, some important aspects of tenses through exercises. Vidhi, is it the answer for 3? Please mark the question number. No. Would is not used for future. Would is used for past. Would is the past of will, right? So past habit you use would. All right. The only other place where you use would is in conditional sentences, which we will do later. No error, and A. I can see 2 types of answers, A and no error. All right. Since you are asking at a particular time yesterday, this is not correct. What did you do yesterday? Kal kya kiye? That is correct. But at 8 p.m. specifically, if you are asking, then the sentence should be, what were you doing at 8 p.m. yesterday? All right, then you think and you'd say, I was attending your lecture, I was watching TV. But if I ask you, what did you do yesterday? Then you say, I watched the television, not I was watching the television. Unless you were watching it all night, then you have to mention it. I was watching movies all night. तुम लोग सब करते हो ना? It's called binge watching. You watch one after the other, your generation. Then you will say, what did you do? If it's a question, it will be, what did you do or what were you doing? All right. So what were you doing? I was watching a movie at 8 p.m. That means you say exactly when 8 was happening, I had not finished watching the movie. Or I had not finished watching IPL, chal raha tha game between Chennai and somebody else, and I was watching that. Got it? Chennai and Mumbai. That's how you explain. All right. Okay, I hope you're enjoying the session. Do press the like button. All right, next one. Next one. As I was crossing the road, I stepped on a banana peel and falling heavily. So here you're talking of an action. When one action was going on, another happened. If yes, it should be fell heavily. If you say this is called a run-on sentence. That means it needs something to complete it. Falling heavily, what happened? Right? So this cannot be. This has to be a, this is not in the form of a proper verb. So this has to be a proper verb for it to become a clause. So we'll say fell heavily. All of you got that right. Okay. Now, the problem is if I give it to you as a longer sentence, I should have given it to you as a longer sentence. You don't notice the falling. This is a short sentence, so you noticed it. In many exams, they're giving and falling heavily, something, something, something they say. So you actually should say and fell heavily and broke my, sprained my ankle or something. Then you don't. So the problem with me was I made the question too short. Not I, the Maharashtra CET question paper. All right, next one. Yes, Webhuff, correct. That sentence is also correct. But why do you want to make it such a disjointed sentence? I was crossing the street, comma, then I stepped on to something. But yeah, your sentence is not wrong. Yeah, fine. All right. Her phone is ringing for 10 minutes. I wonder why she doesn't answer. Tarun, how would you correct it? If it is A, how would you correct it? Just give me the correction also. Okay. How would you correct it, Akash? Her phone was ringing for 10 minutes. The moment you use for 10 minutes, you're showing a duration of action. This cannot be is or was. It has to be, it has been ringing. 10 minutes se baj raha hai. Not was ringing or is ringing. It has to be has been ringing for 10 minutes. I wonder why she doesn't answer it. Baj raha hai, that's what you're meaning. Her phone was ringing, then it stopped. Her phone was ringing at 10 p.m. I heard her phone ringing at 10 p.m. is correct. But I heard her phone ring also is correct. But here you are hearing somebody's phone going on and on, but somebody is not answering. Then because you are mentioning the time period, you have to use has been ringing. All right, let me give you another example. What is the meaning of this sentence? What is the difference between this and No. The moment you say 10 minutes, Akash, it has to be for. If you say since, you have to use the time. That means now it is 12:15. Her phone has been ringing since 12 noon or 12:05. Got it? The moment you use since, you have to use the starting point only, the time. So I have been teaching since 12 o'clock. Got it, Akash? For jab lagaoge, you have to use how much time? Minutes, hours, years. Alright guys, what's the difference between A and B? Now, you can ask A also. दोस्त कोई आया आपके घर, you'll say कितने दिन रहने का इरादा है? How long are you staying here? Means और कितने दिन रुकने का इरादा है? Then you ask A in conversational English. This means कब से अब तक रह रहे हो यहाँ पे? My Hindi is not good, but I'm trying to tell you. You understood? So first one is, no, don't give me the tense. I'm just asking what is the difference in meaning. First one is, suppose I go to your house and you'll say, how long are you staying here? How long are you going to be here? और कितना time आप बैठोगे यहाँ पे? That is the meaning of this. The second one is, from which time till which time are you going to stay? How long are you or will you stay? Will you is a question. How long are you staying is a present tense with future intent question. That's also correct. But the meaning is different. It's asking about the future. What is your plan? Then you are saying one. Otherwise, the second one, from when till when? How long have you been staying here? Got the difference? All right. Next one. Okay, Akash, this will clear your doubts. Okay? This will clear your doubt about for and since, hopefully. The pandemic has disrupted our life, dash the year and the last year and a half. एक साल से भी ऊपर हो गया है, घर से बाहर नहीं निकले. I haven't taken a class in a proper classroom. It's like I'm dying for it. So what would you say? Since the last year and a half, you don't say. The last year and a half is 18 months time period. So what will you say? For. If you want to say since last March, since March 2020, that is correct. But the moment you say year and a half, dash dash 18 months, 1 year, then it has to be for. The moment you see the time period, duration in months and year, month, week, then it is for. Only if the starting point is mentioned, since March, since January. I've been learning French since January. That means I've been learning French for 3 months. That's the difference. Understood? Good. Next one. Question 7. From, when you talk of starting point and ending point of an action, when I do prepositions, I'll do it. I'll do it in detail. Okay? From March till, the lockdown will be there from March 10th till April 10th. Nobody has come to visit us since the pandemic began. And it's an act of love, not visiting anybody. If you don't visit friends and family, they'll say, Acha, you have my good intention in your heart. Otherwise, everybody will be looking at you suspiciously. Don't come. Don't go anywhere. What times are we living in? All right, next one. You'll make, this is a Maharashtra CET question. I mean, the terms are different. Tea, coffee, chocolate, rasgulla, whatever. But the expression is there in every aptitude test. And banking services is very fond of this question. To answer your question, Vaibhav, I will do prepositions, then I will tell you. All right. I prefer tea over coffee. Nahi hai preference. That is the Indian use. B is wrong, correct, but it is not over. Over is Indian English. Red color is Indian English. Red is a color. The man there, he is wearing a red shirt. Don't say red color shirt. Red is a color. Okay. Same way, I prefer tea over coffee. Nahi. Preference shows which one is over which one. Which one has a higher liking. For which one do you have a higher liking? So I prefer tea to coffee. I like tea rather than coffee. The moment you use prefer, you have to follow it with to. No rather than. I like tea rather than coffee. That means I don't like coffee. Okay, I do this than that. But the moment you say prefer, then you have to use to. Understood? Okay, good. Next question. The principal and class teacher is a strict disciplinarian. A, B, or is it C? No error. Red is a color, but don't say, for example, I am wearing a dark navy blue t-shirt. You don't say her t-shirt is navy blue color. That's wrong. Her t-shirt is navy blue. Her t-shirt is red. That's it. Don't use in color or color. Why do you want to use that? It's understood. Okay? Alright. I will do Indian English errors one day. It's fun. A as well as. Why? Why would you put an as well as and change the principal and class teacher if you want to say the error? You go to the next one immediately. It will be the principal and class teacher. There is nothing wrong with this. The problem is that here, why do you want to substitute this and keep the verb as it is? To call somebody the principal and class teacher is correct, but you're talking of the same person. Therefore, you will say this is correct because principal and class teacher is the same person, so there is no error. If the principal and class teacher are two people, Soumya and Shahrukh, I think. Okay, and I can't see the name. Oh my God, my eyes. Okay. Teja, some Teja. Okay. If it is two people, you want to use are, then it will be the principal and the class teacher are strict disciplinarians. Here you are talking of one person only. The principal and class teacher is only one person. Acha, for CSK, the captain and wicket keeper is or has batted well today or has done something. Okay, one person. If it is two people, then you will say the captain and the wicket keeper and you use a plural verb. No, absolutely not, Aditya. It is not late. We are having a score 99 plus batch. Do join us. Okay. After this, it becomes a little difficult. But as of now, no, not too late to start at all. Okay. It depends on how much work you are intending to put in. Not at all too late, Aditya. All right. Got your answer? All right. Question 9. We have a score 99 plus batch going on just now. It has started. Enrollments are on for the next batch. Join Karlo and we'll take classes and make sure that the syllabus is done. You have to put in a little more effort than those who took it for 1 year programs. All right. Obviously, when you're trying to do something in 4 months, 5 months, you have to put in a little more effort. That's all. Question 9. The thief broke in my house at midnight and escaped with many valuables. I'm trying not to give the game away. Some of the students said when I read it, they can figure out what is wrong. The thief broke in. The thief broke in is A. My home at midnight is B. And escaped is C. With many valuables is D. Lots of A's. What's the answer? How would you correct it? The thief broke into. But when there is a forcible entry into your house, there was a break-in last night. That is correct. But when you are putting it in active voice, then it becomes broke into. The thief broke in, we don't say. Broke into, we say. Got it? Okay. Broke into is correct. Good. The shop is within 100 yards of my house. 2-3 years back this question was asked. So what I've done, wherever I found Maharashtra CET questions, I've put that, and others I've added other exams, CMAT, a lot more grammar questions I got from there. So I said put that. The shop is within 100 yards of my house. What is wrong here? Is anything wrong or is there no error? Himanshi, how would you correct it? Once you give me an answer, also if you have the time, type in how would you correct it? The shop is within, always remember, 100 yards of my house. No, from my house, within 100 yards of my house. मेरा घर यहाँ है 100 गज के अंदर और कुछ है, is of my house is also correct. Okay. Answer is C. 100 yards, not 100 yards. Within 100. He scored 100 runs or he scored 100 runs? 100 yards. All right. Okay. Next question. Very common questions are question tags. Last year, or was it year before last, IIFT started asking question tags, and I realized I hadn't taught my students question tag. Question tags kaun पूछता है, I thought. And then I started teaching them active passive voice, reported speech, direct and indirect speech, and question tags also. Very simple rules. Okay. What is the answer? Okay. Soumya thinks it is C. Tarun thinks it's A or C. These are the most common answers. Okay, remember, look at the verb asked in the sentence. This is the main sentence. This is the question tag. If the verb form is negative, the question tag will be positive. Second, whatever verb is used here, the question tag also should use the same verb form. Alright, so you don't know how to repair a computer, do you? You know how to repair a computer, don't you? Understood? The question tag should be opposite to the verb form. If the verb form is negative, the question tag is positive. If the verb form is positive, the question tag will be negative. And the same verb should be asked. It is a hot day today, isn't it? Okay, that's the only rule in verb forms that you should remember. Give the question number. This is question number 12. All right. Please put the question number. That way it's easier for me to know. A, B, C dekha to I don't know. There's a slight lag between your answering and what shows on my screen. So I would assume I don't know it's the previous question or this question. All right. 12. I've seen lots of A, B, D. Each and every, someone, everyone, anyone, generally is always single. So every member was present. Next question, is it at the meeting or in the meeting? You are present in a class, but you are present at the meeting. Why? Don't ask me. I can only tell you what. Nahi. It's called idiomatic English. Okay, you are present at a meeting, but you are present in a class. But in the meeting, you say something. All right. So that is the called the quirks of English. उसके लिए कोई explanation नहीं, मेरे पास तो नहीं है. All right. So answer is A. Question 13. What do you think is the right option? What is generally accepted as correct is called idiomatic English. So especially preposition usage, there are rules, and every rule there is an exception. So for example, at and in. The general rule is for a point you use at, for a bigger place you use in, but there also there is a difference. In some cases we say at, in some cases we say in. There is no real explanation for that. That's why it's called. All right, lots of A's in the answer. The moment you have as well as anybody, this is called, generally it should be seen as something within commas. So parenthetical, this is not important. Got it? So I'm not saying, so there's a difference between Virat and Rohit and Virat as well as Rohit. Virat and Rohit means both are part of the subject, so it's called a compound subject. Virat as well as Rohit is parenthetical and it is not part of the main subject. So the subject is Virat, and you don't say leaving to, you say leaving for. For a destination, you say for. I am going to England, but I am leaving for England. The place where you leave becomes from. Okay, I am starting from Bangalore tomorrow. I am starting for Delhi. No, not Delhi. Not now. I won't go anywhere now. Same way is leaving for. Okay, when you mention the destination. Understood all of you? Okay, good. Next one. Lots of answers for C, some D's. What do you think is the right answer? Return back is obviously wrong because it's redundant. Return is to give back. So this is wrong. Now, the problem with this is as has also been underlined. So return the book as soon as possible. Answer is C. Those of you who marked D, carelessness on your part. So return the book soon as possible is wrong. So it has, the as has been underlined, so even that has to be mentioned. So as soon as possible. All right. All right. Last question of the set. Back is superfluous. Yes. Just like can you repeat again? Repeat means to say something again. Can you repeat again, ma'am, is wrong. Can you repeat the answer? No, again. Right? Now remember, spoken English, we say this. बहुत सारे बात सुन रहे हैं. But anything, seeing, hearing, these things are perception. So you don't use them in ing form. Okay, one sees so many things, one hears so many things. Okay, this is not correct, not perfect English, but we hear it so often that we think this is correct, but the answer is this. All right. Especially, oh, did I put often ko kaat liya? If I put often, you would have got it right. Okay, one often hears so many things. All right, is hearing is wrong. Are you understanding me is wrong, but because you hear it so often, you say that. Okay, one, so it has to be hears. Okay, they are called verbs of perception. Generally, you don't use it with ing form, especially when you talk of that perception of hear and see and understand and things like that. All right. Oh, I've got some more. I thought only 15. Okay, quickly let me go through it. What is the answer? One, when you hear, when you say one, then one hears. I hear, you hear, they hear. He, she and one will be hears. The same verb form as you use for he and she, you will use for one because it's third person. Okay, so you don't say one hear, one hears, one sees, one feels. Okay. All right, question 16. The printing press is regarded as one of man's greatest inventions. Okay, one of his greatest inventions out of so many. Therefore, answer is B. It has to be with an S. Please remember this expression. Okay, not one of my friend. It is always one of my friends. Got it? All right, next one. Oh, I think I might have given you 20 questions instead of 15. Jaldi karte hain, time off. Yeah. My mother doesn't like my staying out or me staying out late. Or me stay out late or my stay out kya hai? My mom doesn't like. The moment you use an ing word, it becomes my staying out late. She doesn't like me staying out late nahi hoga. She doesn't like me becomes a separate sentence. So my staying out late. What doesn't she like? Yours if you stay out late. So the answer is A. All right. 18. He told us that he had underwent 2 surgeries in the last 2 years. Only had underwent is underlined. So what will you say? He told us that he what? Had underwent, underwent or had undergone. Kya hoga? Quickly, question 18. I'm overshooting the time. Okay. He underwent 2 surgeries in the last 2 years. You have given the time period. So what will it be? Had undergone. He underwent 2 surgeries. But in the last 2 years. So he is again using the time period within a period of 24 months. Therefore, you use had undergone. Got it? All right. When you are comparing, comparisons have to be logical. Compare houses on the street, not with the main road. Compare houses on the street with houses on the main road. So, the houses on the street are bigger than those on the main road. Got it? The houses. So, whenever you are comparing, make sure that you compare equal entities. You are comparing houses with the main road here, which is wrong. So, the houses are bigger than those on the main road. All right, khatam. Last. Business baron Vijay Mallya fled the country to evade arrest. Fled off the country, fled from the country or fled out of. Give the Chandu, give the question number. What is the answer for 20? What did Mallya do? Or Nirav Modi do? What did they all do? They ran away from the country. then the expression is not fled from, not fled out of, just fled. From is understood. Fled means bhag jana, from wherever you are. Okay, so just fled. All right, I hope you enjoyed the session. You actually covered we covered almost all the tenses except future, where you don't make too many mistakes, and we did a little bit of word usage and prepositions as well. Okay, do press the like button if you enjoyed the session, and if you are interested, there is a Grade Up Super subscription offer for 24, 12 and 3 months. If you're interested in any of our MBA courses, the Grade Up Super will allow you access to all the MBA exams, okay, that are there. All right, and you know that at Grade Up we have a fantastic team of teachers, Quant, LRDI and VARC. We are there to help you out. Okay, so I will see you again on Wednesday at the same time. Okay, then ran away. Ran away from the country, but we don't say run away, okay, because it involves literally running away. So when they leave the country by whatever mode of transport, the word you use is flee and any of its forms. All right, okay guys, I took it up a little 10 minutes too much. Do press the like button if you liked it. Share the video with your friends. I'll see you again on Wednesday.